Hello, this is Larry from the Rum River Art Center. We're doing a fun project today. I'm going to start over again. Hello, this is Larry Weinberg from the Rum River Art Center, and we're going to be doing a drawing project today inspired by an artist named George Rodrigue. He was a blah, blah, blah. Hello, this is Larry Weinberg from the Rum River Art Center. Today we're going to be doing a drawing project inspired by American artist George Rodrigue. George Rodrigue was born in New Orleans in 1944, and he died recently in 2013. He had quite a career in art. He did a number of different things as far as paintings go, but he's best known for his Blue Dog series. And he's got this book called Blue Dog Speaks. He has a number of different books, but this one is about Blue Dog Speaks. It's got about 500 different Blue Dog paintings that he did. And this is a picture, or actually a painting that George did of himself and his dog Tiffany, which was the model for Blue Dog. Tiffany was kind of a terrier mix that he had as a child, and created this Blue Dog character from that. Now, Blue Dog is what's be considered as a Fauvist type project, meaning that it's a real object, a dog, and he's putting it in unreal colors. And what George did is he had some really fun, different things that he would do with Blue Dog, and I'm going to show you a few of them. Here, Blue Dog is in the Canjun here. There's one with another one out in the woods with some of those great Louisiana trees. Find you a couple. Here's a pack of Blue Dogs. He has one where he's the piano player. Let's see if it's right here. Oh, here's one he did. Him as a child with Blue Dog. And it's kind of fun to see all the different ones getting a little psychedelic here with the colors. But why I'm showing you all these different Blue Dogs is that it's really going to be you deciding what you end up coloring your project. And here's one Blue Dog with some flowers, some great things. All right, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on a few elements of art. We're going to be working with color because it's blue, obviously. We're going to be using line to create our drawing and shapes. You're going to see the different shapes as we create this drawing. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to take you through step by step. We're all going to draw the dog together, and then we'll set up a background, and you can either put him outside, you can put him in the room, you can have him playing the piano. Anyway, it's going to be up to you, but we're all going to draw it together. So let's start here by putting our name. I have my name here, and that's Larry, as they're coming to get me here, it looks like. And the date, today's date for me is 4/15. Put the date that you're doing your project on your paper. You always want to keep track of the date. You're going to hear me saying that. What kind of materials are you going to use? Grab some paper. You know, having a drawing paper is good, a heavyweight drawing paper, 60 pounds or better. If you have watercolor paper, that's great too. Get a pencil and an eraser and a Sharpie. I like to use Sharpie on this project so we can outline Blue Dog. And then you're going to choose what you want to use to color it in. I've done ones with pencil. This is pencil down here. I've done with watercolor. This is a watercolor here. I've done it with, here's another one, watercolor. Let me see if I've got one with oil pastel. That's a portrait. Yeah, you can use just about any kind of materials to color it in. Your choice. So I've given you a little bit of time to get your materials together, have your name and date on your paper. And let's start by drawing the head of our dog. And this is going to be more of a rounded rectangle or an oval. I want to make it around this shape here, just coming. I hope everybody can see that. That's our blue dog right there, head. The first thing we want to do now is let's go ahead and add the eyes. Now the eyes are start out by doing a circle. So we have our 2 circles for the eyes. Then you want to come in, give him his pupil. There we go. Let's give him an eye. Well, he's got some different markings, which really makes it interesting. What your Rodrigue would do is that he'd give him these little dashes that look like 7s, and they could be backward 7s. So he'd come in and do these kind of shapes that are L's or 7s. You can see I've got these little shapes like that. I'm going to see if I can grab a marker that works a little better than this one here. So that you should have these little shapes here. That one's working better there. So now everybody should have the 2 eyes. And you can make yours how you want them. And then I want to put some brows below and above. Okay. Everybody's got the 2 eyes. Awesome. Now, what I want to do is we're going to do a kind of, it's like a bowling pin. We're going to do a bowling pin shape that's going to be his nose and his mouth. So we start up here and I go up above his eyes like this, as you can see. And I'm going to come down and the bowling pin is going to come right to the edge of my rectangle or a little bit below. Kind of looks like a duck. And then I'm going to come and I'll erase this little line. And then I'm going to come up a little bit and add his nostrils. So you can see that my marker is not working the best right now. We'll see if we can make that work. So you can see that nose. And then I'm going to come down a little bit lower and make his mouth. Just opening it up a little bit. Okay, it looks like you can see that. So now we should have 2 eyes, his snout, his mouth, and we're going to ready for some pretty big ears. Now, he has huge ears. Now, people that know me, I have a Chinese Sharpie, which has really small ears. These are like 4 or 5 times bigger ears than a Sharpie's ears. It's a terrier ear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and make a couple of dots. I'm making a dot here and a dot here. The reason I'm doing those dots is so I can kind of see where I'm going to come for his ear. So I'm going to come out and making this kind of big ear like this. And then I want to come and I want to make an inside triangle. Here's our shape coming in. You can see we're doing this triangle shape. That's going to eventually be colored in. And then we want to come over on the other side. A dot. Another dot. You can see I did my 2 dots again. And then I'm going to come up a little bit higher with this one for his other ear. And again, I'm going to do another triangle. So now we should have the eyes, the snout, 2 ears. And then I want to just kind of come down and just give him a little bit of fur. I'm just adding some, just to give it some texture here, just for getting going. Now, the next step is we're going to do the body. And the body's kind of interesting because what we're going to be doing, as you can see, we're going to come down with his leg on either side. So I'm going to start by coming right from here and right from here. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to come down. And I want to kind of make it, give him a kind of an oval or a U shape down here at the bottom. Okay, that's leg number 1. I'm going to do the same thing kind of on the other side as I come from that spot. I come down like that. I do my kind of oval shape, come back. You can see I'm not coming all the way up. I'm just coming up a little ways on each side like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to connect the two legs with kind of a smiley face. I'm going to come in his little chest there. So coming in there with a little smiley face there. So now we should have our two front legs. Okay, now we're going to go, and I want to add his side leg. Now this is his bad side leg, his back leg. Of course, is the leg off to the side. So I'm going to come up here with a dot here and a dot right there. So I'm kind of connecting. This is where the leg is going to come down. So I come down like that, and I come over for his leg. Okay? It's pretty easy. You're just coming out a little bit. Looks almost like a backwards 2, or that's actually a 2, a regular 2. Anyway, I talk to myself a bit while I'm doing this. I'm going to do his other back leg, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to add a leg like this coming out. I'm just seeing his little foot there. Okay? So you can see with a few lines here, we've kind of created our blue dog. And I'm going to erase some of the lines that I don't need anymore. And then what I want to do is I want to come and I want to have, I'm going to look at this one. I like this one here with the flower pot. Now you can make it outside, that's fine too, and you can add trees. But for my example here, I'm going to use this flower pot. I'm just going to come across. I'm coming down, about a third of the way across. I'm going to try to always avoid making the line coming across the center. When people are looking at drawings and paintings, their eye directly goes to the center anyhow. So you want to have them work. You want to bring it down higher or lower. In this case, I'm going a little bit lower. Now for my flower pot, what I want to do is I'm just going to have a little bit, I'm going to bring it out a little bit from the wall and make a little bit of a smiley face right there, just a little bit of a curve. And then I'm going to come up on each side, going out a little bit like that. And I want to come above where my line is for the wall. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this oval. And then we want to go and add a plot, put a flower. So I'm going to go ahead and add a flower here. It can be any kind of plant. I'm just going to come up with the stem like that. I'll erase this line here. Now you can see that I'm able to kind of create the idea that the stem is going inside the pot. I'm going to come up with a couple of leaves here. And then I'm going to do kind of a bigger flower where I'm going to do with the letter C. Coming here with my C, 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 C. Do some C's in the center. I'm going to do some more C's. Create that. Now you can do any kind of flower you want. I'm just giving you kind of, I always like to try different ideas for it. Just giving you a quick kind of example how you're going to do this. Now, every time, and I always kind of look and I adjust as I'm going here. I'm looking at my drawing and I'm seeing that I feel that his one ear is a little bit too big, so I'm going to come in and adjust it there. I like that better. And I've got the one ear going in and one ear going out. I'm going to go ahead and erase some of these lines that we don't want anymore. So you can kind of see that. Now, sometimes it's hard to see what the eyes look like. So I'm going to kind of show you, before you start outlining, an example, a bigger example of the eyes. So you start with a circle. Get my marker to work. Oh, that's perfect. Start with a circle. Then go ahead and give him his eyeball. Then we're going to use these kinds of shapes that are like these L's or 7s. And you can see I come over here, and you can put them anywhere you want. And you want to do 3 per eye. So I'll come over here on the other side. Again, I colored that one in, and I'm going to come over here and do my 7s like that. I'll do my lines above and beyond below, so you can kind of better see how that is. Now for the bowling pin, I do the bowling pin like this and coming down in between there and then getting the mouth. So you can kind of see how it goes. There is his snout right there. Now one of the things George Rodrigue did a lot of times is he'll have these kind of little fingers up here too that you can make. So you turn that into kind of that little shape like that. Now, of course, if you want to add a tongue and whatnot, you can. That just kind of gives you a bigger picture of the blue dog head. Now, it comes to your part. You're going to take out your Sharpie. You're going to trace all the lines you want to keep. Then you can give it an eraser bath. Then you're ready to go ahead and color. And like I said, please get crazy. You can color anything you want. I would say that you want to keep it to a primary color. If you do that, you want to go with a secondary color behind him. We did the blue and the orange here. So have some fun with this project. And if you have some finished products, you can email them to info@rumriverart.com. I love to see your work. Or just post them on our Facebook page with Rum River Art at Facebook. And that we can share all the different drawings you guys are doing. I'm going to be looking at doing a new drawing next week. And so look for joining me again. Thanks again, Larry from Rum River Art. Bye.